brisk night here in November at Baynard Stadium. And oh boy, do we got a doozy for you tonight. St. Elizabeth coming in at 1-7, a little bit of a struggle of a season for them, but this is a big game. Hosting rival St. Mark's, playoff positioning potentially on the line for the Spartans in tonight's sack muscle disease game. It's like a bowl game. There's a trophy on the line between both of these schools that both support the Muscle Movement Foundation, which we covered on 302 Sports Weekly earlier this week. I am Pat Garianis. I will be doing the play-by-play here tonight. I'm joined with my friend in the studio, Jason Winchell. How you doing today, Jay?
I'm doing good, Pat. I'm ready for some football tonight.
It's going to
be a good one, I think. These two always seem to play close.
That's one thing that you can do here is throw the records out the window. Anything could happen in this one. We'll also be joined on the sideline by Vinny Piniella making his on-air debut here at 302 Sports. And on the camera, we got Nick Halliday up top getting us the shots. Right tonight, we're ready to start this one off here as St. Mark's gets ready to kick it off. And this one's away there by the Spartans. Returned here by St. Elizabeth. We get the ball right around the 20-yard line, it looks like it's going to be, where St. East takes over. So, right there, then and there, St. East getting this thing started off early. 1st and 10 for them. Just like we said, great game here tonight with the Muscle Movement Foundation LinkedIn founder, I should say, founder, nonprofit, Rob DeMacy. He's got a great organization run here where both teams sponsor a player that is suffering and refusing to lose to muscular disease. And there is a trophy presented at the end of this game to the winner, and it's going to be brought to you live right here after the game. So here we go. The Vikings take over as Ray Jones under center. Gives it off to Timothy Butler, who gets very minimal yards, if anything, on the play. 2nd down and 10. Of course, the Vikings suffered a really tough loss earlier in the season. Their senior quarterback, 4-year starter, Casey Brock, tears his I believe his ACL, and he's out for the season. So now number 3, Ray Jones, is in the backfield running quarterback. Number 3, the junior, he's played a little bit of running back, he's played a little bit of tight end. He's a heck of a linebacker. Now he's under center trying to run the show here for the Vikings. Second down and about 12. There's going to be a substitution here. I believe that Butler is maybe shirt on knee pads. Knee pads were not properly below his knee. The official made him sit out of play. So here we go. In the gun is Jones. He takes the snap. He's going to keep it on the QB power. Gets around the outside and not much going there. The Spartans, swarming early in this one.
The Spartans are strong.
So it's going to be 3rd down and long for the Vikings.
Yeah, that's one thing St. Mark's does really well is they do a good job defensively. And they're going to have to be on top of their game in this one.
So here we go. Jones in the gun yet again. 3rd down and 12 coming for the Vikings. He's going to throw the football here. Now he's going to tuck it and run. A little Mike Vick special throwing. Ball's tipped and knocked down by the Spartans.
That's always a dangerous throw. And it got tipped, and fortunately for Vikings, it fell incomplete and not intercepted.
Intended receiver there was Brendan McLaughlin, the freshman, number 7 for the Vikings.
And we said, Pat, me and you did the St. E's Mount Pleasant game. We said they have a lot of freshmen on the roster. It was senior night. They had 3 seniors. Compared to last night when we did the Sally's game and there was 30 seniors.
And there's the punt away by Millard. Millard. I keep saying his name wrong, and they're not gonna be too happy with me, the family. But that's down the other side of the 50, not a bad punt, and that's where the Spartans will take over 1st down and 10, try and get something going. As we got breaking news, Michigan State defeating Penn State 27-24, Jason.
Oh, back-to-back losses for Penn State. That probably and they were gonna get a break today because I believe Ohio State's losing bad to Iowa.
Yeah,
so
the they're definitely in trouble right now, the
Yes.
Buckeyes.
So it looks like the Big Ten might not have, other than Wisconsin maybe.
Notre Dame won today, though. That's a good thing for the Irish. Here come the Spartans. First play of the game. QB keeper there
Jelante Bryant.
by Jelani Bryant.
And that's what he's good at. He is a mobile quarterback. He will get a lot of good runs. You'll see him run a lot. And then their lead back is Watkins, who's having a heck of a year.
And then Andrew Watkins had himself quite a game against DMA in the first half.
Yes.
And then DMA, of course, caught on and dominated pretty much in that second half there.
That's a good job there by the Vikings defense.
So we go third down, about 7, and the snap goes over his head. And he's going to have to fall on top of it there. That's a little bit of a break for the Vikings early in this one, as the Spartans kind of got in trouble last week with unforced errors. And another one comes back to bite them right there.
And the Spartans come in having lost their last 2 times out, the DMA and Woodbridge. 2 very good teams in Division II, but like we said, this is a rivalry game. These games are always closer. Throw records out the window.
Ludman looks like it went off the side of his foot, and it's going to roll out of bounds at about the 38-yard line. That's where Coach Joe Wright and the Viking offense are going to take over. First down and 10. Yeah, last week against Woodbridge, St. Mark's, there was just couldn't get things going. Couldn't get out of their own way, so to speak. And early in this one, once again, it happens once again.
Yeah, and Vikings are good job of, they will play everyone tough. They gave Archmere a game a couple weeks ago. They beat Academy and New Church, so they're coming in really hot.
There's Butler again, and he gets maybe one on the play. Tackle made by number 52, William Hoffman.
Yeah, and Hoffman's a beast for St. Mark's. He's a really good player. And that's why St. Mark's always does a good job against the run.
Yeah, they got athletes across the field here. That's why they come in fighting for playoff position. So second down and 8. Jones goes into the huddle. It's the Vikings in this sack muscle disease game.
Yes,
and to get things going.
That's what makes this game so special,
You're
Pat.
exactly right.
What a great formation calls
for the Vikings. They give it to the up back there. I believe that was number 22. Jaeger Wesley. He was a converted lineman, Jaeger Wesley, the junior.
Okay.
Has been a lineman all season. Now he's wearing number 22, so you see that at home on your rosters if you're following with the roster. That is a change that's made. He formerly was number 58. He's number 58 in your program. So here we go. Ray Jones in the gun. 2 receivers set up top. He's going to roll out to the right. He's looking. Nothing there. And he's going to get dropped in the backfield. The Spartans swarm. Make him hold on to the ball too long. The initial hit there by number 15, Victor Marcello.
Yeah, we mentioned his name a lot when we did the DMA broadcast. He is such a good force on that defensive line.
And he's a pretty good tight end, too.
Yes.
He went up and had a really good game against, or a good catch against DMA as the Spartans were trying to claw back into it in the second half. So here's Millard looking to punt. Back deep for the Spartans, I believe, is... I can't even see the number, so we're going to wait to see who gets it.
Snap.
Punt is away. It's going to roll a little bit. And number 5 there, Ian Noonan's going to let that one fall back into about the 31, 32-yard line where it is down by
And
number
I think
55, Thomas.
that was a good
Zadalaba.
decision by him, Pat, because the last thing you need is
A muff.
yes.
Muffed punt. You're exactly right. So both teams struggling early in this one. Let's see what the Spartans can do here, just about halfway through the opening quarter here in the sack muscle disease game.
Yes.
And we'll be down to Vinny Pinello on the sidelines at some point here in the first quarter. Give us a report down there. And he'll also be speaking to Muscle Movement Foundation founder Rob DeMacy, as well as perhaps we can get some of these muscle champions down on the sidelines. Perhaps we can get them as well. As that first play right there is Jelani Bryan on the carry. He gets very small gain, maybe 1 yard on first down. They're bringing up 2nd and 9.
St. E's read that option well, knowing that they kept it and did a good job of holding to 1 yard, because that's where he's dangerous.
So here, guys, I think that is Watkins. It is number 21, Andrew Watkins. He's a player to watch for the Spartans.
Yep.
Gets the 2nd down carry there. Picks up about 3, maybe 4 yards on the parade, bringing up a 3rd down and 5. And if you're the Vikings, you got to keep an eye on number 21 in white.
Yeah, and he is a beast, and he can carry defenders with him, as you saw there. Fought for a few extra yards. It brings a 3rd and manageable. This is where St. Mark's offense was to be all night, in these 3rd and shorts.
Here's Watkins again, hops over a defender, and he's going to pick up the 1st down as he crosses the 40-yard line. Nice run there by Watkins.
Yeah, nicely done. Like you said, he hopped over the defender and picks up the first down of this game for either team. Seen a lot of running for both teams early in this one. Kind of like what we expected.
You're exactly right. I mean, Bryant more of a running option caliber quarterback, and of course with Rock unfortunately going down, lost for the season, St. E's doesn't do much passing either. Here's Watkins again. He finds a hole, and he's going to be slinged forward for another Spartan 1st down. Ray Jones perhaps with a touchdown saving tackle there for the Vikings.
Yeah, and he swung him forward, so he gained a few extra yards on the way down to the ground. But a good one there by Watkins. You can see what makes him such a dangerous runner. He's quick, but he's also got the he's built well, and he will fight for extra yards, and hard man to break down. The Vikings will have to do a better job.
You give it to the up back there. That is number 22, Matthew Doherty. He gets about 8 yards on 1st down, bringing up a 2nd down and 2 for St. Mark's.
I like that call by Coach Wilson. After a couple good runs by your running back, you give it to the up man.
And Doherty seemed to be capable on that carry. Picks up actually 7 yards on 1st down. So I formation once again. Tight end to the near side, 2 receivers to the far side for the Spartans. Bryant back to throw. Quick screen to Tynes, and I believe that's dropped. Matthew Tynes, number 1, just dropped the ball there. Had some room.
And Tynes, he's a really good player. More known for his defense. He is a great safety for this Spartan team. And he's got a lot of Ivy League offers.
I was going to say he's an exquisite student.
Yes, he is. He's Harvard, Yale, and I believe a couple other Ivy League schools have offered him.
Sneeze at Harvard and Yale.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
He is. He's a fantastic student athlete. As the Spartans come out, 2 wide receiver set and the tight end. There's a flag on the play thrown in the direction of St. Mark's. Let's see what this call will be. It is a encroachment against St. Elizabeth. And that's going to be a 1st down. That's a crucial penalty, perhaps lined up in the neutral zone.
Yeah, and like you said, the key there is the 1st down.
So the Spartans driving here, looking for the first score of this game as we're just over 3 minutes to play. Bryant pitches it back to Watkins. He's looking for a hole, gets around the outside, and he will fall forward to about the 20-yard line. He's close to the 1st down yardage. Tackle made there by Timothy Butler, number 11.
And the Spartans have done this ground exclusively on the ground. And I know, talking earlier, the Vikings have had problems against the run game this year. So they were hoping to have a better job this time around, and so far on the second drive, it's been a good job by St. Mark's line getting pushed.
Watkins again bumping it outside, and he's got the edge if he can get around Ray Jones, but he can't. And Ray Jones, another great tackle there. Spartan first down, but that could have been a big-time play.
Like you said, I think he had that corner where I think he could have went. And we have a timeout by St. Elizabeth's here. I think they want to try and get.
We're going to step aside right here. We'll be right back in about 30 seconds here on 302 Sports.
Life's too short to hate your home. Remodel your home with the pros voted Delaware's #1 home improvement company. Ferris Home Improvements has something for every homeowner at their new showroom on the corner of Kirkwood Highway and Harmony Road in Newark, Delaware. Explore products and layouts with the area's top designers. Touch and feel products that inspire your dream space. Ferris Home Improvement's pride in the details make them the area's best in roofing, windows and doors, siding, decks, kitchens, and bathrooms. Want a professional, no-pressure remodel? Go see the best at the Big Shamrock.
And we're back here, ladies and gentlemen, watching 302 Sports presentation, Delaware High School football. St. Elizabeth and St. Mark's in the sac muscle disease game. And right now, we are not going to go to Vinny Pinella quite yet. We have to get his microphone is out of batteries. He's got to run up here, get some batteries for it, and then we will get that sideline report. So we're not quite sure what's going on out here. There's 1 second left on the timeout clock, and now we're ready to go. 2:55 remaining in the opening quarter. St. Mark's 11, first down and 10 at the 13-yard line. And this will be big if the Spartans can punch this one in and get an early lead against one of their rivals in St. Elizabeth. Bryant gives it to Watkins. He finds a hole, looking to bounce it outside. He will be brought into the end zone for a Spartan touchdown.
Yeah, nice job by him. He just ran right through the hole and takes it in for the touchdown.
That's something the Spartans faithful are used to seeing. Andrew Watkins giving the Spartans the early lead in this one.
Yeah.
6-0.
And good, nice, hard run by him, and he piles in the end zone and gives the.
You saw Watkins there. He stayed true to the hole, and then once he got through into the second level, you saw him bounce it outside and use his speed. Just a fantastic run there by the Spartan running back. And now Ludman on to kick the extra point, and Eric Ludman's extra point is good, 7-0. Ludman, four-sport athlete for the Spartans: football, soccer, basketball, and baseball.
Yeah, and guess what? He was out for a while with an injury. He's just coming back now, so it's good to see him back.
That's right.
And good job here by the Spartans. They took advantage of the Vikings' run defense and plows into the end zone there, and it gives them a 7-0 lead. So.
As Vinny Pinella comes up to the booth trying to find these batteries. We're on a search here at 302 Sports. We're trying to find ways to win, Jason.
Yes.
That's what we're all about here.
You're absolutely right.
Trying to find ways to win. Here's Ludman on to kick off to the Vikings. Back deep to return is number 10, DeQuez Walker, and number 11, Timothy Butler. It's going to be Butler on the return. He's going to try and get to the sideline. He's got the edge. Let's see. He makes one cut.
Good cut.
Here he goes. Butler will be forced out of bounds by Ludman, but he gets back to around midfield, and the Vikings got good field position here trying to answer.
Yes. Good, nice little run there for him, and good job by him getting out there. And
the Vikings will take over at the 48-yard line, first down and 10. Ray Jones will get his men together there in the huddle.
yes. This is an important drive out here for the Vikings. You just had St. Mark's go down and score on you. You want to come out and have a good drive here first 2 times they're out, they went 3 and out on offense.
I formation. The pitch goes to Butler, and he drops it, picks it up, and he's going to be dropped in the backfield by Victor Marcello.
Yeah, that's the things about those pitches. If they're mishandled or not pitched correctly, it puts you in an immediate hole.
Yeah, you've got to focus on catching the football first. It almost looked like Butler was looking to see where he was going to go downfield.
Looking for the hole.
Before he secured the football, and that usually dooms a halfback. So, second down and long upcoming now for the Vikings.
Yeah,
you see what Coach Wright calls right here.
It puts you in a hole. You know, you don't want to be playing 2nd and 16 all night long. You want to be up there 2nd and 5, 2nd and 6. So
in the gun is Jones. He's going to keep this one. He makes one move, and look at him go. He's going to get first down yardage for the Vikings. What a run there by Ray Jones. Tackle made there by number 1, Matthew Tynes, and number 5, Ian Noonan. What a run.
Yeah, good run, and we saw his speed there, Pat. Great speed, burst through the middle, and then the wherewithal do the spin move and get the extra yards.
Jones gives it to the up back, and there's the converted lineman once again, Yeager Wesley, getting about 5 yards. The young man might have found a new position.
Yes. Ran hard, got it up right up the middle, and gets a nice gain on first down as the first quarter is winding down here. Big second down play here for the Vikings, and this is exactly what the Vikings needed after that Spartan score.
Inside a minute to go here in the opening quarter, and Jones has the edge, breaks one tackle, makes another man miss, and he's going to get inside the red zone. What a run by Ray Jones. Tackle made on the play by number 43, Matthew McGurk, but Ray Jones, he's putting the team on his back, though.
Yes. And we're going to have a timeout here for the St. Mark Spartans. And we're going to take a quick commercial break and come back after this.
Unique Image opened for business in Wilmington, Delaware in 1979 with one focus, wowing our customers with great products and even greater customer service. 30 years later, we are still doing exactly that. Whether you're looking for marketing tools to promote your business, gifts for your employees or clients, or planning a special event, we're here with the voice of experience to help you every step of the way for your complete satisfaction. Visit our new showroom in the Mill Creek Shopping Center, 4577 Kirkwood Highway. Unique Image, you envision, we create. Unique Image.
And we're back here after that quick commercial break. It was a timeout by the Spartans defense as they try and settle in here as the Vikings have a good drive going. And it's a good job here by bring up us 1st and 10 here for the Vikings after the timeout. Jones is back. He's going to throw it.
Incomplete. He's overshooting his intended target on that play. And I was looking for Luke Schiavone on that one. I played with his younger brother, or his older brother. He's younger than me, Joe Schiavone, on that 2010 state championship team there, Jason.
Okay.
So I'm gonna drop that a few times throughout the broadcast.
I think you should. That's a good thing. Here comes the
so here you go.
second down play.
Yep. As Jones going to keep it on this one. He's looking for a hole, and he's going to get swallowed up there by the Spartan defense led by number 3, Carter Benham.
And that's probably going to be the last play of the first quarter here.
And we got ourselves a good one, Jace.
Yep.
If you looked at both teams' records, you might think this game isn't even going to be close. But we said it in the opening. This rivalry, there's something about it, right? When you get up to play against the team that you've been chasing for years, and St. Elizabeth has been doing that with St. Mark's until recently, you can play in these games.
Yes.
And Ray Jones has been the X factor so far in this one, and it's 7-0. St. E's will be driving.
We'll take a quick commercial break and then come back for the second quarter here on 302 Sports.
Welcome to Hooters. Have a seat wherever you like.
Hooters of Newark is located at 136 Astro Shopping Center, Newark, Delaware. Come in day or night to watch your favorite teams and sports on our many TVs. It's a great, fun-filled environment that is kid-friendly. Our craveable food menu has all the appetizers, burgers, salads, tacos, seafood, you name it, as well as our world-famous Hooters wings, which are the official wings of 302sports.com.
We are back here after the end of the first quarter. It will be a 3rd and 9 here for the Vikings to start the second quarter. About the 19-yard line of the Spartans. Definitely 4-down territory, so you could draw up a two-play possibility here. You don't need to get all 9 yards on this play.
You are right. Now, the X factor is Millard can hit from this distance.
That's right.
I don't know if they'd go. I think you're right, Jay. I think this would be 4-down territory. But we're going to say Ray Jones is going to take the snap. He's rolling to his right, looking. He's going to the end zone. He overshoots his target on the play. That was DeQuez Walker, the 10th grader. 4th down and 9 for the Vikings. Coach Joey Wright discussing it on the sidelines. I think they're going to go for it here, Jay.
Yeah, I do too.
Jones, of course, is not a quarterback by trade, so if you see him miss a few throws, it's not because the young man isn't talented. He's filling in out of necessity at the quarterback position.
Yes. A big key 4th down after a good drive here by the Vikings.
We'll see what they do. I'd love to keep it in number 3's hands if
Yes.
you can. Man just makes plays, but we'll see what they're going to do. Walker and Butler to the near side. Far side, there is a single receiver up top. Couldn't quite get a number on that. Jones rolling to his right, throwing it up again. And it is knocked away. That's Tynes. What a play there by the man we talked about earlier, Matthew Tynes, for St. Mark's. And he prevents a St. Elizabeth touchdown. Turnover on downs. St. Mark's takes over.
Yeah, and like you said, we mentioned him. That's what he's known for. He's a great defender there. Nice job. And he threw into double coverage, so. But it was an accurate throw by Jones. It was placed in there, and Tynes made a great play on it.
And we are going to go to Vinny Pinella on the field here shortly. After 2 plays here, we're going to go down to him. Bryant gives off to Watkins, looking for a hole and not finding one there.
Yeah, better job by the Vikings defense there.
Tackle made by Matthew Shields, number 75. All right, now we're going to send it like Barstool Sports to Mr. Vinny Pinella. I'm doing well, Vin. How about yourself? Can you tell us what the atmosphere is like down there on the sideline?
Oh, it's incredibly energetic down here. I'm telling you, there's a lot of energy on both sidelines, all right? And you can tell there's passionate play going on the field right now, which is great to see by both sides.
I got to tell you, Vin, you were a part of St. Mark's football program for a while. Can you talk about the tradition of coming in here to Baynard Stadium, playing St. Elizabeth and all these other great schools?
St. Elizabeth was definitely a game we used to circle on the calendar every year. It's a big game, and I remember when we played, Andre Patton was still there, absolute monster, and his brother Eric, both great players, and I believe they came in and beat us that year.
They did.
I was a sophomore year, and we lost that game. So that's one of the memories I have of St. E's. Not the fondest, but.
That's it. Let's go Vikings. All right, Vin. Thanks very much. We'll come back to you a little later in the game.
All right. See you later.
And that's it. Vinny Pinella giving us a little update on, as he was speaking there, completed pass by Bryant to number 41. I believe that's Gallant or Ballant. That is number 41, Cole Ballant. Yes, the junior tight end finding the opening and picking up a pretty decent chunk of yardage on that play, Jason.
Yes, he was. And we said that the St. Mark's, they like to find their tight ends a lot. That's what they do.
He was here. Of course, his brother David Ballant played for the past few seasons. So carrying on that tradition.
And his sister's a great pitcher for the University of Oregon softball program.
Well, there he just keeps on rolling in the Ballant family. As Watkins picks up about 5 on the play there.
This is what St. Mark's does well, man. They ground the ball and pick up chunks of yardage, and then they run the clock. And this is an important game, I think, here for St. Mark's. You just coming off a 2-game losing streak. You're getting ready to play St. Elizabeth's, and then you follow that up by having Slazy M next week.
And Sally's coming off a loss. I mean, that's not going to be fun. And here's Marcello. He's got some room. He keeps fighting and gets across the 40-yard line, but St. Mark's finding the big fellas. This time Marcello on the catch, and St. Mark's is in business.
Yeah. And so both completed passes are to tight ends. And both have gone for first downs.
And you've seen Bryant be accurate in this game throwing the football. Last time we saw him against DMA, there was some accuracy issues for him. That's a key thing for St. Mark's tonight. If he can throw the football along with Watkins in the running game, this is going to be a hard offense to stop for St. Elizabeth.
Yes, it is.
Bryant under center, gives it to the up back. That's Doherty on the carry. He's going to get about 5 yards. I mean, if you're St. Mark's, you got to you're having success with pretty much every play that you're running. Second down and about 6 upcoming for the Spartans.
Yeah. Like you said, that's what you want on a first down play. If you can gain 4 yards, 4 or 5 yards, you'll take it every time.
Here's Bryant once again giving it off. This is Watkins. He bounces it outside. Ray Jones is going to pull him down there by the shirt tail and waits for help to get there.
Yeah, good job by Jones, because if Watkins gets to the outside, he might be taking that for a while.
Yes, he is. Connor Rock and DeQuez Walker come up there to help him out. I'm sorry, that was Timothy Butler helping out as well. So 3rd down and 6 after the no-gain run by Watkins. Let's see what St. Mark's does. They've had success with the passing game so far on this drive twice. Let's see if they go back to it here on 3rd down. Bryant instead tosses it to Watkins. He's got a pretty big hole. He is brought down by Connor Rock, the younger brother of senior Casey Rock. That's going to bring up 4th down and about 3 for the Spartans, and a decision here for St. Mark's. See what Coach Wilson does here.
You're at the 30-yard line. I think if you're punting, you're probably going to go in the end zone. Kick a field goal. Might be a little out of Lubman's range, so he might go for it here.
I think he might. I think he will, as you see the I formation get set up for St. Mark's, double tight ends. Bryant gives it off to Watkins. He reads the hole. He hits it, and he's going to get a first down. He's inside the 25-yard line. Ray Jones knocks him out of bounds. There's an injury on the field here for St. Mark's. So early in this one, St. East fighting their way to stay in this game, but St. Mark's in this drive asserting their will a little bit, Jason.
Yes, they are. And it's the last 2 drives for St. Mark's have been pretty impressive, especially through the ground. But we have seen Bryant hit 2 tight ends on this drive, one to Marcello and one to Ballant.
You're exactly right, and that's the thing. If they can find that balance in their offense instead of relying heavily on Watkins, this team could be a danger if they can somehow get into the playoffs. Now, of course, that's no guarantee.
No, I have them listed. I have them after I was doing my points today, Pat. I have them sitting at 11th right now.
Yeah, that's
but not too far.
It's a tight balance,
right,
a tight race in D2.
Right, and of course, like we said, next week they got Sally's.
That's 6 points.
That's a possible 6-point win if you can beat them. So looks like we'll have a penalty flag on the defense there too after the play.
I wonder what – I didn't quite see what the officials called on that, but it's against the Vikings, and now the Spartans are in pretty good field position right now to punch another one in.
Yeah, I don't know. Probably some kind of personal foul after a play or face mask or something.
There's a penalty marker there. This one's going to go on the Spartans, I believe.
Sideline warning on St. E's, it looks like.
Ah, there it is. You're exactly right, Jason. And I believe that was because Coach Joey Wright was on the field.
Yeah, he's trying to. I think he was trying to figure out what the penalty.
I don't blame him.
But, there was no signal for it.
Either way, here's Watkins on the carry. What a patient runner. He waits for his blocks to develop. He gets down inside, or right around the 5-yard line is where he's taken down. I'm impressed with him so far, Jason.
Yeah, and like you said, he's one of those patient runners. He waits to find the hole, and he does a good job finding the hole, and then he's strong enough where he can fight for the extra yards.
So second down now and about 4 for the Spartans here. Trying to expand their lead, just over 6 minutes to go until halftime in this one.
Yeah, they're doing a good job. They took over deep in their own territory after the Vikings failed on 4th down and just marched down the field here.
Watkins again. He's not going to get much there. Minimal gain on the play. Tackle made by number 51, Vincent Knight.
Good job by Knight getting in there. And like you said, it's going to bring up about a 3rd and 2. Third and
yeah, short 2, long 1.
Yeah, exactly right.
I think you're going to see Watkins right here, potentially maybe even play action. If you might even see play action here. You got 2 downs to work with to get about a yard, so it'll be interesting to see what they do. They give it to Watkins. He finds the hole, falls forward, and he's in for another Spartan touchdown.
Yeah, and Watkins is having a great game so far in this one. He follows his blockers, takes it to the house, and 13-0 Spartans lead.
Andrew Watkins has had himself quite a season for St. Mark's.
He's been the workhorse in the backfield and made this Spartan team really dangerous this year. Like I said, last week they struggled against Woodbridge to get anything going offensively, so this has got to feel nice for this team.
Now Ludman trying to kick it through the pine, or no, I wouldn't say that. What is that? That's an oak tree you're seeing on your screen there. And that one does go through for the extra point. So 14-0 Spartans on top in this one.
Yes.
Really, really playing well.
Yeah. Like we said, that was a good drive there by St. Mark's after the Vikings failed. So if you're the Vikings now, you have to get this offense going on this possession. You had a nice drive last time. You just weren't able to finish it. Here, I think you need to get points on the board because, I mean, you're about 5.5 minutes left here in the second quarter. And they need to try and get something going.
No, you're exactly right there. They need an answer, Jason. They need to have an answer here because it's been all Spartans for the most part. The Sainties did have a drive. They got inside the 20-yard line and just were unable to move the ball once they got down close there. I mean, it'll be interesting to see what they can do. Perhaps special teams might be a way to get back into this one.
Yes. We saw last time a big return.
Last night. And we saw last night.
Oh, yeah.
Will Knight getting the job done in that Salesianum Smyrna game of the week. This is Walker with the return. He will be swallowed up just short of the 25-yard line. And I believe we're going to try and get a hold of our field reporter there, Vinny Pinella. Let's see if we can get him.
Hey, Pat, how are you tonight?
There he is, the young man. Hey, Vinny, just want to know what's the weather like down there?
Well, it is a cold night. Thankfully, I have my 302 hoodie on. And as you can see, I'm going to grab a handful of leaves here. As you can see, Not much wind tonight on the field. Not much wind tonight on the field. So it is cold. It is a little brisk. I won't say it's cold, but not much wind. So good conditions for kicking tonight.
Good conditions for kicking. Now, how could this potentially affect holding on to the football at all? Is there anything that could help? I mean, the temperature has dropped a little bit in the last couple of days.
Cold football is a little slipperier than a warm football, so could see some fumbling. But other than that, I don't see any reasons for, as a coach, I don't see any reasons for the ball to be on the turf tonight. Got to keep the ball in the hands tonight.
There it is. All right, there it is, our boy Vinny Piniella down on the field. We'll come back to you a little bit later, perhaps second half with Robbie DeMacy, and then talk to you soon.
Right. Sounds good.
Vinny Piniella giving us that weather update. It's become a bit of a staple here at 302 Sports.
Weather plays an important factor in football games, Pat, so it's good to have the weather report down there. Know what these players are feeling like out there.
It is a beautiful fall night here. It's probably around the, I'd say low 50s right now.
Yes.
Outside, and last night we saw a leaf storm in the Salesiano Smyrna game.
Yes.
So it'll be interesting.
First time I've seen a game stop because of leaves blowing on the field.
And here we go. Ray Jones got two players in the back. They're going to run a little bit of option. He pitches it off. This is Butler, who's going to get a first down yardage on the play there. Nice little play, nice little draw up there by the Vikings, a little option attack.
Yeah, nicely done. And like you said, good play call on the third down play. You get the first down, a much-needed first down.
And I'm going to tell you, Jason, if you're not an option team, throwing an option in is something the defense, it can keep them on their toes.
Yes.
Keep them guessing because it's such a hard thing to stop, especially if you haven't prepped for it.
Right. And it's really important that the Vikings got that first down because you don't want to get the ball back to St. Mark's.
Jones looking to throw. He's going to take a shot deep. He's got, oh, what a catch there. Incomplete. It pops out at the end.
Oh, wow.
Wow is right, Jason. Zion Glover, number 23, plays into the whistle. The sophomore knocks the ball away by DeQuez Walker, who looked like he had a surefire, amazing catch there.
Yes, and like you said, it was a good job, good effort by both players there, the receiver and the defensive back. And like you said, he fought to the end and was able to knock the ball out at the last possible second.
I mean, Walker almost, that was going to be one of those, 302 Sports top 5 nominees. But Zion Glover, that might be a top nominee to knock the ball loose. So here we go, second down and 10. Jones going to fire again, and it's dropped. Dropped that time there by Walker.
And now it brings up that 3rd and 10 for the Vikings. But we've seen Jones throw some nice passes those last 2 times. So he's settling in here.
That he is, 3rd down and 10.
Score update from DIAA volleyball, second round. Padua beats DMA in 4 sets. So the 2-time defending champs are ousted in the second round by the top-seeded Padua Pandas.
Well, there you have it. There's going to be a new team crowned at the end of the volleyball tournament this season, Jason. Screenplay here, and they find Butler. He's going to get a short yardage on a play. It's going to bring up 4th down and about 8 for the Vikings.
Yes. I like the play. Well-designed play. Good job by Butler hauling it in, but then he was not able to. We're going to have a timeout for St. Mark's, and we will take a break and come back right after these messages from 302 Sports.
Mr. Italian began his career in home finance in 2002 as a mortgage consultant. Since 2002, Brian has helped over 1,000 home buyers achieve their dreams of owning a home. Brian's knowledge of current market conditions and his detailed evaluation of buyers' finances ensures that each buyer will receive the best mortgage to fit their needs. Brian is often commended on how efficient and effortless he makes the mortgage process for everyone from first-time home buyers to investors.
And we're back here at Baynard Stadium, a 4th and 8 for the Vikings. Big fourth down play here. St. Elizabeth's going to punt the ball. Oh,
Ooh.
good effort for block.
And
I
here
think we're
comes
gonna
the
have a
flag. Yes, there it is. It'll be interesting to see, though, is it going to be running into or roughing the punter as the Spartans get the ball to about the 28. And we're going to see. I think that was running into it. It didn't call personal foul. So it's either pin them at the inside of 30, or do you take a 4th down and 3 shot? Or 4th down and 2. Let's see what the Vikings do here.
It looks like they are going to accept the penalty. And it'll be, like you said, Pat, looks like it's going to be 4th. It looks like Jerry Wright wants to decline it now. I think he is going to decline it on second thought.
Just got an update from Muscle Movement Foundation founder Rob DeMacy. He's not going to be in attendance for this one. Still recovering from infusions that he received earlier this week, and it just goes to show you that muscle disease is something that you're constantly battling, and
yes,
he, as well as these muscle champions that are here in attendance for this game,
right,
always fighting. Yep. And as you can see, I'm not sure you can see, you can't really see it on your screen, but over by the snack bar there is a Muscle Movement Foundation table where they're taking donations and trying to spread the awareness out for this great cause, trying to end muscle disease,
right,
as much as they can. So I think that St. E's decided not to take the penalty now.
They decided to decline it because, like you said, it turned out to be a decent punt with the roll. So they're going to take it, and St. Mark's will take over at its own 29 here. And with 2:39 left, maybe we'll see St. Mark's throw the ball on this drive. They've had success going to the tight ends. Nope, it's going to be a run and play. They
give it to Watkins, and he's going to pick up about 3 or 4 yards on the play, as the Spartans are content with a 14-0 lead here.
Yes, and like you said, they're content. They're moving the ball successfully the last 2 drives. And but like I said, with time running down, we might see Bryant air it out a little bit more on this drive. And that actually he's going to run, and great job by the Vikings defense. They were not fooled on that one. Hold the minimum gain. Brings up a 3rd and about 6.
Joey Trout on the tackle there. 3rd down and 4 for the Spartans. They're in the gun here.
Yes.
This is a new quarterback, I believe. It is. And that ball is completed to Ballant, and he fights his way for a 1st down. The new quarterback is number 11, Anthony Poppity, the junior.
Yeah, nice throw there.
Yeah, that makes you wonder, is Bryant, is he okay? I'm trying to find him. He is over there on the sideline, so perhaps Coach Wilson just giving Poppity giving him an opportunity here.
Yes.
I hope everything's okay with Jelani Bryant, of course. Here comes Poppity on the rollout, and he's going to fire this one just over the head of his intended target, Ryan Duplessis.
Yeah, good job by the Vikings defense as they locked all windows and doors on that one.
That was a Mark Zumoff. I love it. That was Connor Rock on the coverage.
And I don't know if you saw that game last night, but when Reddick hit that 3-pointer and Zumoff jumped up, that was my favorite part of the night.
Yes! Reddick! There's Brian. He's back in the game now, and he's going to roll back. He's got a screen pass set up to Watkins, and what a play there. That's a fantastic play. Number 55, Thomas Zadalava.
Yeah, like you said, that was a fantastic play. In fact, I think he loses 3 yards on the play.
That is not an easy tackle that young man just made, number 55. Holding on to a really slippery back.
Yes.
Watkins, 1-on-1 there. So here's Bryant going to roll to the right, looking, firing, and completing a pass there to his intended receiver, Ian Noonan, who does get out of bounds to stop the clock, but it's going to be 4th down and long for the Spartans here, 4th and 11 to be exact. And it looks like they're going to send in the punting unit. 53 seconds remaining in this one. St. E's perhaps has one more shot to try and get some points here before the half. Yes. Ludman on the punt. Ludman looks like a tight end out there, doesn't he, Jason?
Oh, yeah.
He looks like he could do some damage on the goal line.
Yeah, and he's the soccer goalie for the Spartans.
Look at that punt.
Who start the playoffs.
It's a great punt. Takes a little bit of a St. E's bounce across the 30-yard line. 45 seconds left for the Vikings to perhaps try and get something going here before the half.
And Pat, in the playoffs, they will be playing St. Elizabeth's in the first round of the soccer playoffs on Wednesday night at Caravel.
Well, there you have it. A little
6 p.m., I believe, if I'm right. And so
St. E. St. Mark's rivalry broadens, spans multiple sports here.
8 first 9 seed, and I believe the regular
always
season.
A good matchup.
Yeah,
always.
And I believe the regular season game was a 1-0 St. Mark's win. So
here come the Vikings trying to get something going here before the half. Right after this thing goes to halftime, we're going to send it down to Vinny Pinelli. He's going to talk a little bit more about the Muscle Movement Foundation. So here's the pitch. This one to Butler. He gets around the edge, and he steps out of bounds at about the 37-yard line. So he's going to be about 4 yards short, 5 yards short of the first down marker. But he does get out of bounds, which stops the clock.
Yeah.
2nd and 5 after that
which is
minimal gain.
Smart play. Like you said, he got out of bounds. Vikings, you just want some positive plays here going into the half.
And if you're the Spartans, you don't want to give them that sniff of success. You want to hold them right here. Here comes Jones. Up the middle, he's got a seam. He's going to be close to first down yardage. I believe he's got it, which will stop the clock briefly. First down and 10 for the Vikings as they approach midfield. They're at the 43-yard line now. Timeout, St. Elizabeth there. Coach Wright wants to make sure he preserves as much clock as he can and get a good play call in there.
Like you said, I think he did a good job making sure, like you said, positive play.
We're going to send it down to Vinny Pinella right now to get an update and talk a little bit more about the Muscle Movement Foundation. Hey, Vin, can you give us a little more about the Muscle Movement Foundation and how important that is to this game?
The Muscle Movement Foundation is a great cause. It benefits kids with muscle ailments such as muscle dystrophy and things like that. We had DeMacy on Wednesday to talk about that, and he explained it a lot better than I can. He's a very well-educated man, and it's a great cause, and that's what this game's going towards, which is absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, that's exactly right, Vin. Thanks once again for that. We'll come down to you a little bit after halftime here, so thanks once again, Vinny. Yeah, Vin, giving us the basics on what this is all about. He's exactly right. The Muscle Movement Foundation, of course, is the foundation of trying to end muscular disease, like we've been saying.
And the muscular diseases are terrible. I mean, not to have use of your muscles is not a good thing, and so they do a good job of getting that awareness out there of what these people are battling, and it's a really good cause and a really good game, and we got to thank both St. Mark's and St. Elizabeth's for doing this game.
Yeah, we are. And it's something that spans through all sports here. It's not just related to these two schools and this sport alone. Right. You see volleyball teams are involved in it, field hockey, soccer, basketball, wrestling. And it's not just at the high school level. Also at the collegiate level, you see some teams. I know that my sister, who's plays softball at Alvernia up in Reading, Pennsylvania, they're going to get involved with the Muscle Movement Foundation. So it's something that is expanding, and it's a great cause. And just to bring as much
background and as much awareness to it as possible is
Yes.
what this is all about. And if you want to check it out, www.musclemovementfoundation.org, I believe. I will check to make sure that is correct. Check the website out, and if you can help out in any way, urge you to do so, because it is a great foundation to check out. So we are now at halftime, 14-0. St. Mark's on top of this one, and Jason, St. E's might be down 2 scores, but they're within clawing distance of this team.
Yes, and they did a good job there at the end of the half. They forced St. Mark's to punt the ball, and were able to get off the field just trailing 14-0. Like you said, they'll get the ball, I think, to start the second half, and it's not too far out in this one yet.
So we're going to step aside here at halftime. Once again, 14-0 your score. We'll be back. You're watching 302 Sports.
Life's too short to hate your home. Remodel your home with the pros voted Delaware's #1 home improvement company. Ferris Home Improvements has something for every homeowner at their new showroom on the corner of Kirkwood Highway and Harmony Road in Newark, Delaware. Explore products and layouts with the area's top designers. Touch and feel products that inspire your dream space. Ferris Home Improvements' pride in the details make them the area's best in roofing, windows and doors, siding, decks, kitchens and bathrooms. Want a professional no-pressure remodel? Go see the best at the Big Shamrock on Kirkwood Highway. Ferris Home Improvements. Quality workmanship from a neighbor you can trust.
The Hadley Group is your local real estate resource. Brian Hadley joined Patterson Schwartz & Associates in 2005. In 2013, Nicole Flora joined Brian, followed by Emma Burnett and Grant Jepp in 2014. That's when the Hadley Group was formed. Patterson Schwartz Associates offer you exceptional knowledge of local market conditions and a commitment to represent you honestly and professionally. So for your next purchase or sale, think the Hadley Group. Visit our website at thehadleygroupre.com. Mr. Italian began his career in home finance in 2002 as a mortgage consultant. Since 2002, Brian has helped over 1,000 home buyers achieve their dreams of owning a home. Brian's knowledge of current market conditions and his detailed evaluation of buyers' finances ensures that each buyer will receive the best mortgage to fit their needs. Brian is often commended on how efficient and effortless he makes the mortgage process for everyone from first-time home buyers to investors to experienced buyers. For the loan that fits you, contact Brian today. Unique Image opened for business in Wilmington, Delaware in 1979 with one focus, wowing our customers with great products and even greater customer service. 30 years later, we are still doing exactly that. Whether you're looking for marketing tools to promote your business, gifts for your employees or clients, or planning a special event, we're here with the voice of experience to help you every step of the way for your complete satisfaction. Visit our new showroom in the Mill Creek Shopping Center, 4577 Kirkwood Highway. Unique Image, you envision, we create.
Welcome to Hooters. Have a seat wherever you like.
Hooters of Newark is located at 136 Astro Shopping Center, Newark, Delaware. Come in day or night to watch your favorite teams and sports on our many TVs. It's a great, fun-filled environment that is kid-friendly. Our craveable food menu has all the appetizers, burgers, salads, tacos, seafood, you name it, as well as our world-famous Hooters wings, which are the official wings of 302sports.com.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Solo Concepts. Solo Concepts is an award-winning restaurant group on the culinary coast with 10 locations. We're a chef-driven group. Come check us out. See you soon. Solo Concepts believes in the vision of our founder, Matt Haley: cook beautiful, simple food, develop the people we work with, and make the world a better place. Solo Concepts on the culinary coast with 10 locations, from Lowes, Delaware to Fenwick Island. Come check us out.
Life's too short to hate your home. Remodel your home with the pros voted Delaware's #1 home improvement company. Ferris Home Improvements has something for every homeowner at their new showroom on the corner of Kirkwood Highway and Harmony Road in Newark, Delaware. Explore products and layouts with the area's top designers. Touch and feel products that inspire your dream space. Ferris Home Improvements' pride in the details make them the area's best in roofing, windows and doors, siding, decks, kitchens and bathrooms. Want a professional no-pressure remodel? Go see the best at the Big Shamrock on Kirkwood Highway. Ferris Home Improvements. Quality workmanship from a neighbor you can trust.
The Hadley Group is your local real estate resource. Brian Hadley joined Patterson Schwartz & Associates in 2005. In 2013, Nicole Flora joined Brian, followed by Emma Burnett and Grant Jepp in 2014. That's when the Hadley Group was formed. Patterson Schwartz Associates offer you exceptional knowledge of local market conditions and a commitment to represent you honestly and professionally. So for your next purchase or sale, think the Hadley Group. Visit our website at thehadleygroup.re.com. Mr. Italian began his career in home finance in 2002 as a mortgage consultant. Since 2002, Brian has helped over 1,000 home buyers achieve their dreams of owning a home. Brian's knowledge of current market conditions and his detailed evaluation of buyers' finances ensures that each buyer will receive the best mortgage to fit their needs. Brian is often commended on how efficient and effortless he makes the mortgage process for everyone from first-time home buyers to investors to experienced buyers. For the loan that fits you, contact Brian today. Unique Image opened for business in Wilmington, Delaware in 1979 with one focus, wowing our customers with great products and even greater customer service. 30 years later, we are still doing exactly that. Whether you're looking for marketing tools to promote your business, gifts for your employees or clients, or planning a special event, we're here with the voice of experience to help you every step of the way for your complete satisfaction. Visit our new showroom in the Mill Creek Shopping Center, 4577 Kirkwood Highway. Unique Image, you envision, we create.
Welcome to Hooters. Have a seat wherever you like.
Hooters of Newark is located at 136 Astro Shopping Center, Newark, Delaware. Come in day or night to watch your favorite teams and sports on our many TVs. It's a great, fun-filled environment that is kid-friendly. Our craveable food menu has all the appetizers, burgers, salads, tacos, seafood, you name it, as well as our world-famous Hooters wings, which are the official wings of 302sports.com.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Solo Concepts. Solo Concepts is an award-winning restaurant group on the culinary coast with 10 locations. We're a chef-driven group. Come check us out. See you soon. Solo Concepts believes in the vision of our founder, Matt Haley, cook beautiful, simple food, develop the people we work with, and make the world a better place. Solo Concepts on the culinary coast with 10 locations from Lowest, Delaware to Fenwick Island. Come check us out.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here on 302 Sports, presentation of Delaware High School football. We're at a very special event here, the Sac Muscle Disease game here at Baynard Stadium between St. Mark's and St. Elizabeth, raising awareness for the Muscle Movement Foundation and people battling neuromuscular diseases throughout the country. 14-0 at halftime, St. Mark's on top. Just want to read a little bit about the two muscle champions that are involved in this game. St. Mark's is honoring Roman Graham. He's a 3-year-old battling hypotonia, which is low muscle tone. Hypotonia is not a definitive diagnosis of a type of neuromuscular disease, but it raises suspicion that he may be affected by one. MMF currently is supporting him as he is undergoing genetic testing. So once again, Roman, keep on battling the good fight. As for St. Elizabeth, they are honoring Max French. He is living and refusing to lose to RYR1 myopathy and muscle disease that causes weakness, exercise intolerance, and heat intolerance. And again, Max, keep on fighting. We're going to be here once again to support the Muscle Movement Foundation at their website, musclemovementfoundation.org. Great organization to be involved with. Again, Rob DeMacy, the founder, unfortunately could not be with us in attendance tonight because he is recovering from his own recovery through his battle with myasthenia gravis. Right. But he has sent some quotes that that talk about
Right.
how important
The-
this game and these two teams are to his organization. He says, quote, "I'd learned how significant the support of a team truly is, and it was imperative to bring this support to the forefront of the Muscle Movement Foundation, and that is what St. Mark's and St. Elizabeth are doing tonight. They are champions dedicating their game to our muscle champions. To date, St. Elizabeth football team has raised $1,057 for Muscle Movement Foundation. St. Mark's has raised $767,000. That's over $1,800 these two
Yes.
teams have raised
Yes.
in the short season that has been throughout the football season. If you click the Create Your Page button on the homepage of www.musclemovementfoundation.org, you will see all the athletes and teams who have fundraised for MMF this fall, and you can create your own page individually or as a team to dedicate your performance or fitness journey to the fight against muscle disease. Please, please, please go out and support the Muscle Movement Foundation. And if you know somebody on another team that would like to get involved, or you yourself would like to get involved, just once again, create your own page on the home button of the www.musclemovementfoundation.org and get involved with such a great foundation. Once again, thanks to founder Rob DeMacy for that information. And we're glad we can bring you this game tonight.
Yeah,
As you can
and
see, top left corner, we have the Muscle Movement Foundation logo on there. I believe there's also merchandise. If they do T-shirts and stuff, especially with the specific teams.
Right.
You go on the website, you can check that out as well. Anything to get involved would be much appreciated.
Yeah, and like you said, what a great cause and what both schools have done, raising money for this.
Incredible. Over $1,800.
Unbelievable.
Yes.
And it's awesome. And like you said, it's a really good game, really competitive game.
This game's still up for grabs.
Yeah, St. E's, see what the adjustments they made at halftime. They've done a good job getting some first downs. They just haven't been able to sustain drives. So if they can get a drive going and capitalize on it and take it in and get a score. We saw it last night in the Sally's game. They came out after halftime and cut into the lead, and unfortunately for them, was not able to build on their success. But if you can get that old momentum in your favor, it's a good thing. And it's actually going to be St. E's to kick off here in the second half.
So the Spartans will receive here to open the second half and try to build on their 14-0 lead. Back deep to return is number 5, Ian Noonan, and number 14, Blake Sanders. I believe that was Blake, B-L-A-E-C. Blake, or not quite sure.
Yeah.
Got a little bit of a French. Is that like French? I
so
believe? They had a player on their baseball team the past couple of years. His name was Jacques Dubec.
Right.
It's kind of got a similar feel to it. But they're back deep for the Spartans as Millard comes on to kick for the Vikings.
So I think this is a very important defensive possession here for St. Elizabeth. They can come out, hold St. Mark's down and get the ball and then try and go to work. But like we said, it's only 14-0. It's only a 2-score game. So we're ready here to start the second half. Just waiting for the referee's whistle. And there we go.
Here comes Millard. He's going to try the old bouncer. That is recovered there by, I believe that's Watkins. He gets it to the middle of the field and is tackled at about the 34-yard line. So Andrew Watkins getting involved any way he possibly can.
Yes.
And look, Jason, this is a guy, we got to get used to this name, Andrew Watkins. Only a sophomore.
Only a sophomore, correct. And he's had a great year for the Spartans team. And we mentioned it tonight. He's one of those patient runners. Who will also hit you with some lumber.
So here we go. I formation here for the Spartans. They're going to give it to Watkins. He's looking, waiting. He's patient, and he's too patient there. The Vikings line breaks through and brings him down in the backfield. Thomas Zatalava, number 55, leading that tackle.
Yeah, and I think that's what Joey Wright said probably in the locker room is we have to do a good job stopping the run and make them forced them into second and third and long. So
we saw the same thing happen first half against DMA. St. Mark's was able to run the football with success, and in the second half, DMA made adjustments, and the game started to turn for them. It'll be interesting to see if the Vikings kind of follow that game plan as Ray Jones tackles Watkins after about a 3-yard gain. Actually, no, that's not. It's Noonan on the carry, number 5. Third down and about 6.5 upcoming for St. Mark's.
Yeah, and that's a good run there by Noonan as he was able to get 5-6 yards and make this into a third and manageable. But here we go, the Vikings defense trying to get off the field here quickly. Bryant's making some adjustments here.
He's going to flip. He's going to flip the side there for his wide out, number 2, Ryan Duplessis. And there's going to be a timeout by Coach John Wilson. So I believe Vinny Pinella is down on the field with Muscle Movement Foundation contributor Otto. He's down there. He's going to be stepping in here for Robbie. We're going to see if we can get a hold of Vinny. There he is. How you doing, Vin? I see you got a special guest down there on the sideline. What's going on down there?
Yeah, I'm joined here with, you want to introduce yourself? My name's Raymond James Ilowski. Everyone calls me Otto. I'm one of the volunteers for the Muscle Movement Foundation.
All right, hey, Otto, how you doing? Hey, can you speak about how important it is to have these two teams backing this foundation, especially as a volunteer, and you know, can you talk about the importance of this?
Oh, it's so important. It's just great to have these two teams, especially me and Robbie, both coming from St. Mark's and raising money and helping us with these kids. And these kids just love coming out to the game and watching the game and getting involved with the team. I think is really special, just not only for them, but also for St. Elizabeth and St. Mark's. I think they really – I wish I had something like this when I was in high school because, I mean, you really get a lot out of it.
Can you talk about how much the Muscle Movement Foundation has expanded since you guys started together a few years ago? It's kind of going, you know, not only in the state of Delaware and in football, but just it's kind of going out of state as well. Can you talk about the growth of the Muscle Movement Foundation?
He started with the logo in his basement. Now we have teams across the nation on board helping raise money. We're reaching out to other families in different states, and they're getting on board with us and raising money for them to help them get vital stuff that they need. And it's going to keep growing, and hopefully we get it to national level. And, you know, everyone knows who the Muscle Movement is. We, you know, NFL teams, every high school team in the state, every state, and it just keeps growing.
Can you talk about your relationship with Robbie? Obviously, you're a childhood friend. Can you talk about how important this is to you and what kind of inspired you to get involved in it?
Well, you know, me and childhood friends, and we played at St. Mark's together. He was a sophomore, I was a senior, and it was at the William Penn game in the semifinals where he started he was having his symptoms, but that's when it really got bad. And we were getting on the bus, and he just looked like he was about to pass out. I was like, man, I was like, Coach, you got to get him out of here. Like, something's wrong with him. And then sitting there, you know, misdiagnosed and depression. He's just had anxiety and having to deal with that. And then finally getting a proper diagnosis and then learning about this. And, like, you know, even just for him not being able sometimes not to breathe or not to talk. And, I would tell him, like, don't even say anything. Text me. You know what I mean? If you were just sitting right next to me, just text me what you got to say.
Right.
It's just too much to talk, and just seeing it, just take stuff for granted, just like raising your hand, wipe your nose or something. You know, for them, they can't do it, and that's awesome.
All right, hey, Otto, thank you very much for coming on with us. Once again, everybody go check out the Muscle Movement Foundation, www.musclemovementfoundation.org. Thanks once again, Otto and Vinny. Thanks once again for bringing him out there. We'll talk to you a little bit later, Vin. All right?
All right, thank you, Pat. I'll talk to you later.
There it is. That's just some more information about how great this foundation is. As right there we just saw, I believe that was Timothy Butler on catch and run right there. Yep, Timothy Butler gets the first down for the Vikings as they cross the 30-yard line.
Yeah, and we saw a great punt by Eric Ludman who pinned St. Elizabeth back at the 10-yard line, but a good job there by Butler getting the Vikings a better field position.
So here we go. Ray Jones going through the middle, and he's cracked there. Nice hit by number 22, Matthew Daugherty. After about a we'll say 4-yard gain there by Ray Jones. A little bit of popping going on out there, Jay.
Yeah. And like you said, good job there by Jones. Gets 4 yards, positive thing, but what a hit. And so the Vikings came out. They forced that 3 and out right away, and then they came out on offense and got an all-important first down. And let's see if they can keep this drive going, Pat.
So here we go. They give it to the upback. Oh, that's nice tackle there. Once again, that's Andrew Watkins sticking his nose in there.
Yeah.
The kid doing it on offense and defense as Jaeger Wesley got maybe 2 yards on that carry.
Not afraid. Not afraid, Pat.
No,
Good form tackling, too.
It was. Look, Wesley, 5'8". He's 200 pounds now.
Yes.
You look at Watkins, 5'7", 170. He's given up 30 pounds right there. He stuck his nose in there and did not back down.
No, he did not. And they brings up a third and
about 5 for the Vikings. We're going to see what they do here. They got 2 backs in the backfield. That's Jaeger, and not quite sure who the other back is. And it's Ray Jones going up the gut there. He's fighting. He maybe gets 1 yard, so it's going to be 4th down and about 4 for the Vikings, and a decision for Coach Joey Wright.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I think Jones just ran into the pile and was not able to find a hole. And I think this is going to be the right decision to punt the ball away here.
It is, and Brian Millard's going to come back out here for the Vikings to punt this one away as we tick just under 7.5 minutes to play here in the third quarter here at Baynard Stadium. There's Millard. That's a nice high, booming, spiraling punt. It sends Noonan back to the 22-yard line. He makes one cut. Now he can move now. He gets it out to about the 40-yard line, so that's an 18-yard return after a really impressive punt by Millard there.
Yeah, what I like, not only did he kick it far, but it had that nice hang time on it. But Noonan did a good job, fielded the ball cleanly, which is important.
That is.
And then made the first man miss. And like you said, he's quick. We saw him go for an 80-yard touchdown run against DMA, and that's pretty impressive.
So once again, Spartans coming out here. Jelani Bryant in at quarterback, I formation. And they're going to pitch it out to Watkins. Makes a cut. He's got some room. Oh, what a cut to get outside and a spin move. He's going to get across midfield and first down yardage. What a run there by Watkins.
He did it all in that one. Nice spin move and was able to pick up the first down here for the.
There's an injured Viking on the field, but boy, Division II, man, they got some little scat backs. You talk about Karan Aline from DMA, and then Watkins here at St. Mark's. Similar in stature and kind of similar in game. I mean, Aline's got the stats, over Watkins in this one, but.
And Aline had a great night last night against Newark in their 51-10 win over Newark. And that's a Division II team beating Division I teams. That's a 6-point win, and they put up 51 points in that one.
Oh, DMA is on a roll.
Yeah.
They're definitely a team that needs to be paid attention to in the Division II ranks. Some more information here from Rob DeMacy and Muscle Movement Foundation. April 7th, 2018, the Muscle Movement Foundation Run for Strength 5K. Nearly 400 participants last year. Every athletic team who was joined throughout the year attends this event. Some of the athletes push MMF muscle champions in adaptive running chairs. The event allows muscle champions, athletes, and supporters to cross the finish line together. Truly a life-changing experience. Details about the 5K will be posted on the website www.musclemovementfoundation.org. So check that out as well, as we see a second down and about 3 now upcoming for the Spartans.
Yeah, another good run by Watkins on the first down carry. It's about 7 yards. And
Bryant with the screen at the balance. He's going to get the first down and motor his way down close to the 30-yard line. That's a big target right there.
Yeah, I like that play call. A little tight end screen kind of.
Yeah, Cole Ballin on the quick screen. He goes 6'4", 190 pounds. He's a big target for Brian. And again, there seems to be another Viking down on the field. But yeah, St. Mark's getting the offense rolling here a little bit, Jason. This could loom large. If they can punch another touchdown in, they could really put themselves in a really good position here halfway through the third quarter. That was DeQuez Walker. He's now up, running off with a bit of a limp. So perhaps maybe an ankle there. We'll see how long he stays out for.
I think Watkins is putting his name in for player of the game in this one. As he's had a good first half and good drive here so far in the second half.
He has. He's done a great job. And there's Watkins again, but that's a nice play right there. Let's see who that was. No, that was Ray Jones sticking his head in there and tripping up Watkins before he could get downfield. Only a 3-yard gain on that play.
Yeah, good job by. We're seeing some good form tackling in this one, Pat. And as a fan, that's always what I want to see. I want to see some good form tackling, not always going for that big hit, but making that tackle and getting the ball carrier down to the ground.
You're right, you are, Jason. The fundamentals should never be lost. As there's a timeout, as you can see there, that's DeQuez Walker back on the field. So luckily nothing too serious there for the sophomore defensive back for St. Elizabeth.
Yes.
Here's Bryant under center, the I formation once again. And, oh, guess who? It's Watkins again on the carries. He tries to get outside, picks up maybe 2 yards on the play, gets down to about the 25-yard line. It's going to be third down for St. Mark's.
Yes.
3rd and 5.
3rd and 5. Good job there by the Vikings not letting Watkins get to the outside and makes a good tackle and brings up, like you said, a 3rd and 5. The most important thing in St. Mark's is they're killing some clock here.
This is going to be, St. E's needs this stop if they want to get into this game. They got to keep St. Mark's out of it. This is dangerous. Here's Bryant going back, finding his intended target. He's going to be short of the first down, or he's going to be close. I shouldn't say short. He's going to be awfully close. The intended receiver was Matthew Doherty on the catch. He's going to be just short. It's going to be 4th down and maybe 1.
Yeah, probably like you said, a short one, maybe inches here.
Yeah, let's see. St. E's got a little bit of beef up front there. Number 67, Jahir Robinson, the freshman, 5'8", 282, that plug in the middle. So maybe QB sneak out of the question on this.
Yes.
But we'll see. Bryant is in at quarterback. He's going to have Matthew McGurk and Watkins in the backfield. And they go with the sneak, and they go right to up the middle, and they get the first down. Pretty much making the big fella, Robinson, null and void. They push him right out of the way and pick up the first down.
Yeah.
This is what St. Mark. I mean, if you're St. Mark's, if you're a St. Mark's fan, this is what you want to see them do.
Yes.
Chewing clock and marching their way towards the end zone yet again. Here's Watkins. He finds the hole, and he's going to pick up inside the 14, about 6 yards on the play. Tackle made by number 55, Thomas Zatalaba.
Yeah. They're just doing a good job running.
And now they're starting to go a little no huddle. They're just going to start to try to pound St. Elizabeth. As there's Watkins again on the carry. Let's see where the officials spot the ball there. It looks like he's going to be short. Maybe 1 yard gain on that play. 3rd down and 1. And there's Watkins again on the stretch carry. Finds the hole. He's got the edge. He reached for the pylon there, and it looks like they're going to say he's a yard short. Or he stepped out of bounds, one or the other. He dove for the pylon there. Ray Jones was in the area, perhaps forced him out of bounds. Either way, it's going to be 1st down and goal there for the Spartans. And tick, 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 tick. 2:42 remaining in the 3rd quarter here.
Yes. And this is the best of both worlds for Spartans. A good drive, and you're killing some time.
There's Watkins. He's ripped in the backfield. Nice job there by the front line of St. Elizabeth. Let's see who that was. I believe that was number 77, Joey Trout, the sophomore.
Yes.
6'2", 225, getting through there.
Yeah, nice job by him. He gets in there and stops him in the backfield. And good job keeping him out of the end zone here. Like we said, this is an important drive in this one.
So here we go. The Spartans, 2nd down and goal now from the 3 after the 2-yard loss to Watkins. If it isn't broke, they're going to go right back to Watkins. He bounces it outside and he takes it in. Touchdown, St. Mark's.
Yeah. Watkins' 3rd touchdown of the game. And
he's, like you said, Jason, he's really starting to push his way for that play of the game.
So a great drive there by St. Mark's.
And St. Mark's in command completely of this game now, up 20-0 here as we are under 2 minutes to play here in the 3rd quarter.
Yes.
Ludman on to kick yet again. I know he's the goalie on the soccer team, but Coach Wilson's got to be really tempted to throw him in there at some point, either on the line or at tight end or something. As the extra point's good, 21-0. St. Mark's goes on top. And Jason, it's St. Mark's so far so good here in the second half.
Yeah. And remember, we said they struggled in the second half against DMA. Here they did not. They made their own halftime adjustments and was able, after that first drive where St. E's got them 3 and out, they came back with that drive and just marched down the field behind Watkins and a couple screens out there to balance. And good drive there by the Spartans. They get that 3-touchdown lead, and Vikings are going to have to answer on this drive.
You're excited. This is a must-answer drive for St. Elizabeth here, without a doubt. One thing that St. East has been battling since early on in the season is the loss of Casey Rock.
And we got to keep on mentioning that.
Another update here from Rob DeMacy. Injured senior Casey Rock of St. Elizabeth High School is taking initiative and starting a Muscle Movement Foundation club at St. Elizabeth. He was named the 2016 Delaware Player of the Year last season and wanted to continue taking initiative for the Muscle Movement Foundation. Since he couldn't contribute on the field, he made sure he did so otherwise by starting that club over at St. East. So Casey Rock, the kid, he's all-around great young man. I mean, he's a 4. Yeah, they read his GPA tonight on.
Yes.
At senior day, he's like a 4.14 or something. Guy gets it done in everything he does. So here we go. Here's Butler on the return, trying to get outside. Nice little stiff arm, but there's not much going on there. He's going to get wrapped up at about the 20, 21-yard line for St. Elizabeth.
Yeah, and I think if you add up my GPA for all 4 years, you might have 4.14.
Oh, give yourself some credit there, Jay. Come on now.
Just kidding. But that's pretty impressive. 4 point.
I thought it ended at 4.
Yeah.
I didn't think you could get above 4. That's what you hear that a lot from students.
Yes,
you mean you can get more than a 4?
Yeah.
It's them APs.
AP classes.
So here we go. St. Elizabeth trying to get something going. Perhaps this may be the drive. Let's see what they can do.
Yes.
Ray Jones in the backfield. He's going to option play. This worked for him in the first half, but Butler drops this one, and he's in trouble. He is in trouble. He makes the first man miss, and whoa, he's flipped over the top there by Noonan.
Wow.
Yeah, wow. That's one of those plays right there. That's got to be exciting yet terrifying as a player.
Yeah.
Flipped up in the air like that, you're coming down hard.
And after dropping the pitch, to only lose 2 yards on that play, he did a good job of getting that back.
You were right on that as Jones goes to the huddle. Just to finish this quote from Rob DeMace, the MMF clubs are popular in a variety of schools, including their latest club formation at The Ohio State University. Muscle Movement Foundation clubs provide the opportunity for students to gain an applied learning experience in fundraising, neuromuscular disease research, patient care, public relations, bookkeeping, and operational management. To propose an MMF club to be implemented at your school, email info@musclemovementfoundation.org. So there you have it. How about that? The Ohio State University, Jay. That's big time right there. So after that run there by St. E's is going to be 3rd down and 9. And let's see what they come up with here.
Might be the end of the 3rd quarter.
It's going to be close. And you saw success on the option in the first half. That last play, yeah, Butler dropped it, I believe. Was it Butler? See, I get them confused. Butler and Walker, they look so similar, and they're number 10 and 11. But no, Butler did kind of drop it. But I don't know if Coach Wright will quit on that. I think you'll see that again at some point.
Right.
As we head to the fourth quarter, 21-0. St. Mark's in full control of this, and we'll be right back here on 302 Sports.
Unique Image opened for business in Wilmington, Delaware in 1979 with one focus, wowing our customers with great products and even greater customer service. 30 years later, we are still doing exactly that. Whether you're looking for marketing tools to promote your business, gifts for your employees or clients, or planning a special event, we're here with the voice of experience to help you every step of the way for your complete satisfaction. Visit our new showroom in the Mill Creek Shopping Center, 4577 Kirkwood Highway. The Hadley Group is your local real estate resource. Brian Hadley joined Patterson Schwartz & Associates in 2005. In 2013, Nicole Flora joined Brian, followed by Emma Burnett and Grant Jepp in 2014. That's when the Hadley Group was formed. Patterson Schwartz Associates offer you exceptional knowledge of local market conditions and a commitment to represent you honestly and professionally. So for your next purchase or sale, think the Hadley Group. Visit our website at thehadleygroupre.com.
We're back. You're once again watching 302 Sports presentation of Delaware High School football here at Baynard Stadium. St. Mark's in control of this one, 21-0 as we enter the fourth quarter. We're going to send this down to our sideline reporter, Vinny Pinella. Now, Vin, you've been down there now for the whole game. Can you give us, what have you seen down there at the field level that's kind of been a difference in this game, if you've seen anything at all?
Can you repeat that? I can't really hear you.
Oh, Vin, put your ear to the microphone. Wait, no. I said you've been down on the field the whole game. Can you give us some kind of, perspective down there, what you've seen on the field as far as St. Mark's and why they've been able to have so much success?
What I'm seeing on the field right now is some incredibly competitive atmosphere. It's a really good game so far. It's been back and forth the whole time. Some big swing plays have happened. I was actually just over talking to the Muscle Foundation heroes. And I was just in awe of what a great organization the Muscle Foundation is and everything. So, and the kids are amazing. It was really great to talk to them. So it's a great atmosphere down here on the field. It's a great atmosphere.
All right, Vin, thanks once again. We'll come back to you shortly.
All right, sounds good.
All right, so there we go. Vinny Pinella getting it all in down there. He's watching the game. He's over there hanging out with the Muscle Movement Foundation people. It's really awesome to be a part of this, as there was a timeout on the field. And Jason, one thing we saw there was a little bubble screen there.
Yeah.
As St. East tried to turn something. They actually did turn something into nothing.
Right.
After a defensive player there for St. Mark's did not wrap up.
No.
Coach Lee Sibley might not be too happy about that.
You're right. He's probably saying some words on that sideline, but
some choice words.
Yes.
Sure, yes.
So, and then St. Mark's almost had too many men on the field on the punt, called timeout.
4th and 7, or they have about 4th and 7, 4th and 8 for St. Elizabeth as they have the punt team out there. St. Mark's still kind of looking discombobulated right here.
Yes.
There's a college word for you, discombobulated. That's why we go to school, ladies and gentlemen, so we can use words like that. And there's the boot by Millard. Not as much hang time on this one, and Noonan takes it across midfield. What a block. Oh, and another one, and there's a flag. This one will be coming back. Those hits right there are always dangerous, and that will probably for sure be a blindside hit called on that, as this punt will be coming back. That is dangerous.
Yes,
I mean,
it is.
those are always dangerous plays, and, growing up, those were always, they were the hits you used to live for. But with all this concussion awareness coming out and the injuries to the head, and they're trying to prevent those things, so it's become an outlawed play in the game of football, which it's a good thing. It's protecting everybody involved with the sport, which is always a good thing. I do know that it was a point of emphasis in the preseason with the officials looking for that targeting, that blind side hit, those crackback blocks.
Right.
So you saw one right there, and the officials appropriately blew the whistle. Personal foul. So St. Mark's null and void on that big time return, and they're going to have to drive the little bit of ways down the field now. Ball looked to be spotted at the 40-yard line. after the penalty marked off.
And here's, if you're St. Mark's, you're just wanting to start getting some first downs and bleed this clock with the 23 touchdown lead. No quitting this Vikings team.
That there is not. And once again, the St. Mark's lines up in the eye. This is Poppity back in at quarterback. They give it to Watkins, and he somehow finds the edge again and gets around the outside. There is a penalty marker, however,
Yes.
and it's in the spot of what's
Yes.
usually called a holding. And there it is against the Spartans. Not many penalties have been in this game, believe it or not.
Yes, it's been a relatively clean game by both teams.
So that 10-yard penalty will move the Spartans back, and they'll bring up a 1st and long for them. Once again, another tidbit of information coming from a Muscle Movement Foundation founder, Rob DeMacy. If any students need accredited community service hours, just go to the website and submit a volunteer form, which is accessible at the homepage of our website, which is, once again, www.musclemovementfoundation.org. There's a screen pass, and it's a good job by the St. Elizabeth defense sniffing that one out.
Yeah, good job.
That was number 55 there, Thomas Zadalaba.
We mentioned his name a lot tonight, and that's a great play there. This will bring up 2nd and 25.
So, yeah.
Or 2nd and Fenwick Island.
2nd and Fenwick. Okay, I love that, Jason. You know, mine was always 2nd and a green mile.
There you go.
I always thought
that's good, too.
It's appropriate. The grass is green. The green mile is a fantastic film. Just always thought that was a good one.
Yes.
You know what, one thing we haven't done? We'll have to wait. Wait for the next penalty marker,
Okay.
Jason. I think you and me both like this term. We'll get to that. And there's Poppity's throw just a little bit too high there for Carter Benham. Ray Jones on the coverage. 3rd and Clayton Street.
There you go.
Coming up here.
Yes.
For the Spartans. Or 3rd and Pike Creek, we could say, for St. Mark's.
There you go, yeah. They want to make it a happy drive back to Pike Creek tonight.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, it's not going to be too happy for me as a St. Elizabeth grad. I live right behind the campus of St. Mark's.
Okay.
We'll be out there cheering. I don't want to be hearing that. Nothing against, Spartans or anything, but
right.
I'm unbiased. I'm doing pretty good for that, believe it or not. So here we go, 3rd down and long for the Spartans, and Poppity bobbles it, picks it up, and skits it off, and it's caught. They get it to Tynes, and look at him go. He's still on his feet. Oh, boy.
Oh, wow.
Look at this play. Wow.
Yeah.
Matthew Tynes. Are you kidding me?
That is just impressive, and that's why you can see that Ivy League talent in there. Oh, my.
Poppity stayed. He did a really good job, actually. He kept his cool despite the snap getting on the ground, picks it up, has the presence of mind to know where his receiver is, get it to him, and then Tynes just somehow breaking tackles.
Unbelievable, yeah.
I mean, that was a good 30-yard gain.
Yeah, because it was 3rd and 25.
Unbelievable.
Yep.
And the Spartans survived disaster there and are in pretty good shape right now, under 10 minutes to play here in the final quarter. Up 21-0 and in no particular hurry.
No.
Once again, the I formation, the double tight end set. Poppity pitches it out to Watkins. And he fights his way around maybe 1 yard gained on that play. Good job by the St. Elizabeth defense closing up that hole.
Yes. Good job there by the Vikings defense, as they did not let Watkins get to the outside there. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And it's going to be that double tight end set again for St. Mark's. Again, Poppity in a quarterback here. Watkins deep in the backfield. This is Benham coming across the formation, and it's once again Watkins going up the middle, and he's probably got 1st down yardage, and I think he does. This kid is impressive, Jason.
Yes, he is.
Andrew Watkins is impressive. This is a guy that you're going to have to keep an eye on if you follow Delaware High School sports over the next 2 seasons after this. Poppity on the end around. This is Benham trying to get the edge, and he does. He's around the side, down, and he's going to be brought down there by number 55, Zadalava. There is a penalty marker thrown.
Some dirty laundry on the field.
There
Matt.
it is, the dirty laundry, Jason. I knew you knew what I was talking about. And it's going to be holding against the Spartans. No wonder he got the edge, Jason.
Yes.
That's how he got the edge. And now St. Mark's once again, they're right where they want to be.
Yep.
Long ways away. They just flick it out the tines like last time. We'll see. We'll see. This Vikings defense desperately need a hold, and then they need to work fast offensively. They give it back to Watkins on the counter. He gets about 4 or 5 on the play. Ray Jones on the tackle. Ray Jones, Jr. Still got another year eligibility left at St. Elizabeth, and that young man, he's pretty special in his own right.
Yeah, and like you said, he had to move from, running back / wide receiver to quarterback after the Rock injury. He's done a great job filling in, playing a position he's probably not used to playing.
Oh, 100% not used to playing it. No doubt about it. And there's a play-action pass. Poppity going deep. He's got Ballin, and it's caught. What a throw. What a catch. And Cole Ballin will fly into the end zone for a Spartan touchdown.
Yeah, 45-yard touchdown.
You run the ball, you run the ball, you run the ball. It sets up the play action, and Cole Ballin had nobody within 10 yards of him.
Yep.
It was a great throw by Poppity, and Ballin did the rest after that.
Yeah, and what a great catch. And then, like you said, it was easy sailing into the end zone. And
that one right there, that might have sealed it, Jason.
Yeah, that might.
Making it a 4-score game, and just under 8 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter. It's been all St. Mark's here.
Now Ludman will attempt the point after. You better get back there deep to catch this one.
Ludman trying to put it on the road. Not quite. So, St. Mark's up 4 scores in this one.
Yeah.
See what the Vikings can do, though, trying to get some positivity here.
Right.
Perhaps towards the end of the game, take it into next week. It's a young St. Elizabeth team. Like you said, only 2 seniors, only a handful of juniors. Primarily, this team is made up of freshmen and sophomore.
They're going to play at Newark on Thursday night.
They got Newark Thursday night, and it's a game that it's going to be entertaining, I would think. I mean, Newark's got some athleticism with them. They've had a little bit of a struggle season as well. That should be a competitive game.
Yes.
It should be a competitive game. And then St. Mark's, of course, next week. Oh boy, they got to take on Salesianum and unhappy Salesianum at that after a loss to Smyrna last night.
Yeah, and the Salesianum team that's outside looking in right now for the playoffs.
Yes.
They need a William Penn or Cesar Rodney loss next week to get in, and if you ask me, I think they're probably the 3rd best team in Division I. And
it's points.
You're going to be
comes down to points.
Yep.
Here's Butler. He's got a hole. He's got a gap. Let's see what he can do with it. He's fighting his way to the sideline, and he will get across the 40-yard line. Oh, he almost broke one.
Yes.
Nice recovery there by the Spartans coverage team, and they force him out of bounds at the 40-yard line where St. E's will take over.
Yeah, and if you're St. E's, this game is probably over, but what you want to do is get some positive things so you can carry it into next week in the season finale against Newark.
Exactly right, G. You're exactly right. And it's a young team. It's a young team. To see a 7 or a 6 or an 8 on that scoreboard, it's a little bit better than seeing a 0. And
and it's building blocks.
It is. It is. And Coach Joey Wright knows he's got a young team, and they've had some tough circumstances, of course, losing Casey Rock early in the season. And this team, one thing that they don't do is they don't hang their heads. They don't quit.
No.
It seems like that they're battling there no matter what the score is. And that's a product of a good environment by the coaching staff.
Yes.
There's a bobbled snap. They get it to Jones. And look at this. It's like a delayed handoff. Ray Jones makes a cut up the middle, fights his way across the 40-yard line. And St. E's with a big play. Ray Jones trying to make something happen here for the Vikings. Tackled made by Noonan. New quarterback into the game for St. Elizabeth, number 12, Thomas Madams, the junior.
Yeah, what he did, and then
Well,
Jones
for one play.
And Jones went in for the went in the backfield and took the handoff.
It'll be interesting to see what the Vikings do in the offseason.
Yes.
Do they continue with Jones in the backfield, or do they develop another quarterback, perhaps Madams? Jones gives it off. This is Butler fighting his way, getting about 3 yards, 2 yards, or 3 yards on the play for the Vikings.
Yeah, and like we said, this is all about building blocks, and this is a good drive so far for the Vikings.
As we're continuing this drive for the Vikings, once again, giving blood is vital to saving lives for so many individuals. Personally, the infusion I am currently receiving, this is Rob DeMacy, of course, is immune globulin. Apologize if I don't know my medical terms too well. I think I did pretty well on that. A treatment made of 20,000 blood donors. It also costs roughly $10,000 per bottle. Medical costs from muscle disease are alarming. MMF provides assistance for medical costs and additional assistance. As that, a deep shot taken there by the Vikings. They try to go to Walker. And once again, Glover, great coverage. That young man down there, a cornerback for the Spartans, is having himself a ball game.
Yes, he is.
And limited tries. He's now 2 for 2.
Yeah. And a nicely thrown ball there by Jones.
But how about that, Jason?
Yep.
Muscle Movement Foundation providing assistance for medical costs and additional assistance. It's another great reason why this cause and this foundation is so great to get behind.
Yes.
It's just staggering what these muscle champions have to live with. And the great thing is that they don't quit. Every one of them that I've met so far, it's been a positivity with them. So here we go. 3rd down and 8 upcoming for the Vikings, and there's going to be an illegal motion penalty there against St. Elizabeth. So it'll bring up 3rd down and 13.
Yeah, there hasn't been too many penalties for the Vikings tonight, but they're illegal motion. False start. Brings up that 3rd and long.
Let's see what they come up with here. This is where you perhaps dig deep into the playbook and take a shot with something special. Single back. It's going to be, I believe that's Walker in the backfield. Jones under center. Pitches it to Walker. Here it is, something special. What I tell you, the old double pass, the halfback pass, and it's incomplete as they try to get to. That's Walker. It was Butler to Walker. I get these two young men confused too often. I apologize. I mean, look, they got the same build. The numbers 10 and 11. It's unreal.
Yes.
The resemblance. But here we go. 4th down and 13 coming for the Vikings. But I thought you might see something trickery there, and there you had it.
Yep. And again, a nice throw ball, just a little overthrown. I think the Vikings will probably go for it here.
Oh, without a doubt. They got to try and
13.
get some kind of points here. 6 minutes left in the 4th quarter. Here goes Jones. He's going to try and keep it up the middle, and he's going to get well short of the 1st down. But you can see there's somebody's yelling on that Spartan sideline, and nobody was spying on the quarterback.
I think it's probably at least
Coach Sibley. He's been known. He's been known to be very very vocal.
He stopped the well short, and he's still not happy because, like you said, he didn't think anyone was spying on the quarterback there.
And perhaps they weren't. And
yes.
They might have got lucky because it was a 4th and long. If that was a 4th down and 5, it would have been a 1st down.
Yes.
Here comes the Spartans, well in control, under 6 minutes to play in this one. Once again, Poppity under center.
And I think we'll see a healthy dose of running plays from now on.
And you will, and they give it to the up back, and there's some room here. That is, I believe that was number 3, Carter Benham. We're going to see once he gets up here, and it is. Carter Benham on the carry. Tackle made there by number 22, Yeager Wesley, and number 10, Diquez Walker. Look, that man, Zion Glover, made 2 spectacular plays in the secondary. They're rewarding him right now, putting him as a tailback. Glover, the sophomore, 5'4", 130 pounds.
Wow.
Young man doesn't care.
Yep.
Size is nothing.
No.
Darren Sproles action.
Yeah, all right.
They give it once again to Denham. He pounds his way forward, picks up about 3 or 4 yards. Second down and 6.5, 7 yards for the Spartans. As we tick under 5 minutes to play here in the fourth. They're going to pitch it out to Glover, and here goes the little man. He's got the speed. Look at him go. No one's going to catch him. Look at him fly. Unreal. Zion Glover.
Yeah, and some other backs are starting to get into the score sheet here.
That man was shot out of a cannon, Jason.
Yes, I saw
the
him.
Blur.
Saw him against Mount Pleasant do the same thing. He just disappeared for a 60-yard touchdown run. Here it was about 45, 50 yards. And just an impressive run there, and we're almost in running clock territory.
Zion Glover channeling his inner Barry Allen.
Yes.
If you're a comic fan, you'll know who that is. But I'm not going to tell anyone because I want you to look it up at home. Look up who Barry Allen is, and you'll get the pun. It's not even a pun, but you'll get the reference if you look it up. So here we go. Ludman on to kick the extra point, and it is good. That will bring the score to 35 to nothing, St. Mark's. And now I believe we will have a running clock for the remainder of the game.
Yep, we will. Unless St. E's gets a score to get it under 35. 35 is the magical number in high school sports, for high school football.
It's been all Spartans in this one, and they will be going home once again. Back-to-back years taking home that sack muscle disease game trophy, which will be presented to them after the game.
Yeah, 2 years ago here at Baynard Stadium, St. E's won.
Yes, they
and
did.
Then last year, St. Mark's took it at their place.
Yes, they did. And then last year was that first annual sack muscle
Yep.
disease game. This is the second annual. They'll win it back-to-back times. I remember that game last year, St. Mark's. Jason, you were there. Bitterly cold.
Yeah, it was.
Bitterly cold.
I think I had to go upstairs and sit in the press box
yes, we
for
did.
a little bit.
Yes, we did. Former St. Elizabeth coach Joe Hempel was on the call, I remember.
Yeah, absolutely. He probably would have been here tonight, but he was out in South Bend.
Living it up at Notre Dame. Yeah, his son Lyle, of course, is an assistant for Wake Forest, who they dropped, I think, 48-37 to the Irish earlier today.
That's a pretty good thing for Wake Forest to go on the road there against the number 3 Nathan Fighting Irish and put up 37 points against the Notre Dame defense has been playing well this year.
They have. So here we go. Ludman, once again on the kickoff. He's going to do the old squib. They call that the old squibber.
Yep. After a couple big returns.
Here's Butler trying to get outside again, and it's just not happening for the young man tonight. And, you know, the east-west on kickoffs very rarely work. And that one, once again, that one did not work for them. So St. East going to take over the 14-yard line. They got a long ways to go and 2 minutes to get there. Let's see what the Vikings offense can do.
Yeah.
I think you might start to see some new faces in there for the Vikings this possession. It's going to be a timeout here by Coach Joey Wright. Trying to get things situated, the Vikings head coach is, and he's looking for personnel.
Yes.
Trying to get some guys some varsity game experience, and It's a good idea. You got a young
Yeah.
team. Get these
Right.
guys in the mix a little bit.
Hmm.
All around impressive performance tonight by St. Mark's, Jason.
Yes, it was. And good win here after losing 2 straight. And they still have a chance. They're going to have to get that win next week against Louisiana, which won't be easy. But still, Spartans are now going to go to 6-3 on the year.
And that next week could be a make or break game for them, Jason. Because
It's a make or break game for both them and Slade
it-
Sally.
exactly
So
right.
it's win and pray or lose and go home.
That's it.
Yep.
That's
So
it.
That's both teams going to be their mentality. And we'll talk more about the seedings after this week on our show this week, 302 Sports Weekly.
That we will.
And we'll have that Mike Lang back this week.
Oh, that legend,
Yes.
Mike Lang, making his appearance and checking in a quarterback for the Vikings. Sophomore number 4, Sam Janicki. Couldn't quite see who was on that carry. And we'll see. Janicki's taking plays by the JV coach there,
Right.
Johnny Hedrick. Shout out to you. He was a part of the staff when that 2010 state championship team that I was a part of, I was playing on. He was a first-year assistant that year. Did a year coaching with us at Del Castle
Okay.
before coming back to Viking land. Janicki gives the toss. This is number 16, Luke Moyer on the carry. He's going to try and make a little bit something happen on that, and he does. Picks up about 3 yards on the play. Luke Moyer, 9th grader.
There you go.
Freshman getting some action.
And we said that they have a lot of freshmen on the roster this year for St. E's, and that's good for Jerry Wright. You get to learn under the first-year coach, and then you both move on, and the progression is there.
I believe I think there's 20-some freshmen as we tick under a minute to go here in the fourth quarter. 20 freshmen, and they only have like 34 players on the team, or maybe a little more than that.
Like we said, only three seniors.
Well, one of them was a cheerleader.
Yes.
So, 2 on the team. Give it to Moyer again. He's looking, and he's swallowed up in the backfield. Nice play there by number 56, I believe, Kevin Tobin. And it was 66, 66, John Palmer, freshman. So
and
that's going to do it.
Yeah, I was going to say, we're not going to have to run another play here, as this one is over. A final score here of 35-0 for St. Mark's. Like we said, a nice win.
Yeah, nice win for St. Mark's. I mean, it was a must-need win for them to stay alive in a playoff push, and they did their job there. And just all-around great night to be involved with the Muscle Movement Foundation being here in the SAC Muscle Disease game, the second annual game, and there will be a trophy presentation out here to St. Mark's. As you can see, Raymond Otlowski, Otto.
Right.
He's got the trophy in hand to give over to the Spartans.
I mean, you saw this last year down on the field when we were there for the first annual game last year.
Yeah, we did, and unfortunately our microphone will not be able to reach out that far, so we won't be able to hear the presentation, but we will be able to watch it. Joining Otto out there will be the St. Mark's muscle champion, Roman Graham. 3 years old out there.
Wow.
God bless him.
Yes.
So as you can see right now, the whole family's coming out. We're going to send Vin in there now. Maybe we can get some kind of audio from the phone, but we'll see.
And I think our 302 sports player of the game tonight will be Watkins from St. Mark's.
Oh, there's
Yes.
no doubt in my mind, and Vinny Pinella down there, our sideline reporters, you see embrace for Coach Lee Sibley down there. He's going to try and get Watkins and potentially Coach Wilson as well, to get our post game interview.
Right.
But as you can see, the trophy presentation is about to happen. Coach Wilson addressing his team right now, and like you said, Watkins, what a performance by the sophomore! 3 touchdowns tonight.
Yeah, unbelievable performance for him, and the first 3 touchdowns, which were very important in this game, to give them that early lead. And then in the second half, St. Mark's just continued to get their offense going, and were able to get that win here. It's always nice to come into Baynard Stadium and get a win.
That it is. And right now you're watching the trophy presentation from the sac muscle disease game going to St. Mark's. Once again, they win back-to-back years. Again, what a great night to be a part of here.
Yep.
The Muscle Movement Foundation. Once again, if you want to get involved, go on the website www.musclemovementfoundation.org. Teams, individuals, everybody can get involved, and it's really a great thing.
And everybody's a winner.
Yeah, you're exactly right.
Yep.
Thank you to Rob DeMacy for providing us with the information tonight throughout the broadcast. He's got one more tidbit here. He says, Guy Townsend, assistant principal of St. Mark's High School, is down near the huddle. He's been a strong supporter of the MMF, and he's in that Notre Dame jersey. You can see that Joe Montana jersey down there right now. It's fantastic right now what's going on with both teams, and of course we talked about $1,800 worth of money raised
amazing
for this foundation.
And great job by both schools raising that money. It's really important.
It is. It is important. This is something that touches a lot of people's lives, and before Rob's story, that's the first that I've heard of. The muscular diseases and whatnot, the neuromuscular diseases, and it affects more people than you think.
Yes,
and
it does.
to bring awareness to such a thing here with a game such as this, and the foundation is the Muscle Movement Foundation, it's something that is it's needed. It's needed. So we're again awaiting Vinny Pinella to grab Andrew Watkins and perhaps Coach Wilson as well for our post-game interviews. We're going to step aside. We'll go to a commercial break real fast, and we'll be back with those interviews after this.
You envision, we create. Unique Image opened for business in Wilmington, Delaware in 1979 with one focus, wowing our customers with great products and even greater customer service. 30 years later, we are still doing exactly that. Whether you're looking for marketing tools to promote your business, gifts for your employees or clients, or planning a special event, we're here with a voice of experience to help you every step of the way for your complete satisfaction. Visit our new showroom in the Mill Creek Shopping Center, 4577 Kirkwood Highway. Unique Image, you envision, we create. Unique Image opened for business in Wilmington, Delaware in 1979 with one focus, wowing our customers with great products and even greater customer service. 30 years later, we are still doing exactly that. Whether you're looking for marketing tools to promote your business, gifts for your employees or clients, or planning a special event, we're here with a voice of experience to help you every step of the way for your complete satisfaction. Visit our new showroom in the Mill Creek Shopping Center, 4577 Kirkwood Highway. Unique Image, you envision, we create.
And we're back here once again, here at Baynard Stadium. Once again, St. Mark's winning the second annual sac muscle disease game and taking home that nice trophy, the hardware there, Jace.
Yep.
So that's going to do it here. We're going to step aside right now. We're going to sign off once again.
Yes.
Congratulations, St. Mark's, trying to stay in the playoff push. And next week we'll take on Salesianum. St. Elizabeth will take on Newark. Tune in to 302 Sports Weekly Wednesday night.
Yep.
We'll get you all up to date with everything, the volleyball playoff updates.
Check the website too. We might be doing some playoff games.
Yeah, streams, right?
Right, playoff streams. We also got Goldie Beacon volleyball tomorrow.
Yes.
At Wednesday. So stay tuned to our websites and It's going to be a busy time of year for us.
That it is. So stay tuned into 302 Sports for all your high school playoffs in the fall season. We're going to step aside right here. Hey, for Vinny Pinello on the sidelines, Nick Halliday.
In the freezing cold.
In the freezing cold up there on the roof doing the camera. Jason Winchell, I've been Pat Garianis. Once again, get involved with the Muscle Movement Foundation. www.musclemovementfoundation.org. You've been watching 302 Sports, and we'll step aside for now. See you next time.